What's up, guys? Jeremy Show. Welcome to another episode of Monday Night Caremo, Season 1, Episode 29. Now, guys, in the last episode, we did left off, as you can see, with Manchester United open against Manchester City in the Capital One Cup. We are playing at Wembley. It is a final, so it's going to be a really good game. Very tight game, too, as well, eventually. But, of course, as you can see, in the starting 11, we have De Gea, Smalling, Ferdinand, Jones, Ever, Carrick, Cleverley, Zaha, Valencia, Young, and Van Persie. Then on the bench, we have Lindegaard, Hernandez, Nani, Evans, Anderson, King, and Welbeck. Of course, they have Balotelli, Aguero, Nazari, Snyder, Torre, Miller, Kolarov, Nasitic, Leska, Richards, and Joe Hart in goal. So two pretty good squad going up against each other. So she made for a pretty decent game. And of course, this is the Capital One Cup, so you just never know what you will get. For me personally, it seemed like the Capital One Cup and the FA Cup have been the hardest of all the competitions, and that does include the EPL too as well. Even playing against some really good teams like your Manchester City, even Manchester City, of course, in the EPL, your Chelsea and so forth. Games seem not to be so hard or difficult compared to these games for some reason. But with that said, guys, this is Manchester City we're going up against. We want to make sure we don't underestimate our opponent. We already know that they have some very, very world-class player in their squad. So any mistake we make, they'll definitely be taking care of, taking that opportunity. So we want to make sure we don't hand them anything on the plate and try to create our own opportunities and make sure we definitely win this trophy. We want to do that to definitely give ourselves momentum too as well. So that's exactly what we're looking for to carry on into the Premier League and hopefully winning the FA Cup too as well. With that said, as you can see, they're playing a 4-4-2 formation. Aguero, Balotelli up front, Nazari and Milner as a wing on the wings, and Snyder and Torre in midfield, Richards, Lescott, Mastic, and of course Kolarov in the backline, of course Joe Hart in goal. And we're playing a 4-2-3-1 formation. Van Persie up front, Valencia in behind, Zaha and Young on the wings, Cleverley and Michael Carrick in midfield, Smalling, Ferdinand, Jones, and Evra in the back four, and of course De Gea in goal. So pretty strong squad, two strong squad going up against each other, and we'll see how we'll fare against this Manchester City team. Now with that said, they did try pushing forward here. As you can see, we have quite a few players on their player there was able to win the ball back, and of course going to try and push this one forward as quick as possible. Van Persie picks it up, chips it over the top here for Ashley Young. Ashley Young is going to push forward, fend off the defender there, and is able to put that one around the keeper into that tight corner. I was able to get that goal in the 9th minute, giving us that first goal of the game. Really outstanding stuff there from him, and able to fend off the defender there. I was still able to manage and put that one in. Looked like it might have been Richards there that he was able to hold off and of course put that one into the back of the net, giving us the first goal of the game. So it definitely shows that we mean business, and of course it definitely put Manchester City on the back foot, which means they probably have to push forward quite a bit, and that's exactly what they did. And as you can see here, we were able to counter attack them pretty well. Cleverly picks it up, and of course he's going to put himself into space, trying to crash this one into the box. Defender stepping in there and was able to clear that one out. We did win the ball back. Zaha tried to take a shot off, and of course that one was blocked. Then Young picks it up. I was trying to put it out on the wing, and of course just hit it too hard. But Valencia, as you can see, picks it up, pass it into Young, and look at this play from Young. Chips it over the defender there, and just hit that one really hard into that far corner, beating Joe Hart, giving us the second goal of the game in the 27th minute. And what a goal that was! Really outstanding stuff there from Young, to be honest. And what more can you ask for from your players? Look at that, a little bit of improvisation there and creating space for himself. I was able to take that one pretty well. Outstanding goal. Now we weren't able to get anything else in the game. We did have a couple more shots on target. You will see Manchester City, they didn't even have a shot on target. They did have one shot, and that was pretty much it. As you can see there, we had 75 on target, 49% of the ball. Our shot accuracy was 71, of course. Our passing accuracy was at 89. There's what 87, so they weren't off, but they had a 0% for shots. So we definitely keeping them at bay at some point. So we want to try and continue doing so. Again, nice over the top pass here, as you can see, in for Smalling, and Smalling giving it away, but of course Van Persie picks it up and of course pushes forward. I tried to roll at the keeper here, and he takes me out. Don't know how the keeper doesn't call for a penalty. Just really BS there. But with that said, what can you do? They tried passing it in, and look at that. Aguero managed to get a shut off, and of course we're able to save that one from De Gea. We dip it the ball, pass it into space here, and of course we're able to win the ball back. And of course they tried pushing it forward, and of course they catch us on the counter, and I was able to finally get through. Aguero passed it into that far corner. I was able to beat De Gea into the 71st minute, and of course that gave him the time goal. Well, not the time goal, but bring them back into touching distance, which was really frustrating. We did use that opportunity to go in and make some changes because I did feel like maybe Patrice Evra was at fault really because of how bad his health was. It wasn't able to get back in time to do what he needed to. So it was very frustrating for us there. Maybe I should have changed him out a while back, and maybe that would have helped. But we did bring on Nani. We also brought on Evans in place for Patrick Evra as well, and I believe Anderson as well to tighten up midfield. That did help. We did push forward, create a few more chances, but we just wasn't able to get anything going. But that was pretty much it for the game. We were able to take this one 2-1. With a bad goal, we kind of gave up that. That really shouldn't have been a goal. But, hey, fair play to them. They did catch us on the counter-attack. I was able to get back into the game. But we managed to hold it off and was able to take this one. Very, very tough game, to be honest. We definitely dominated more. They did have a little more shot in the second half, but those are really tame shots, as in deflection, and the keeper was able to take them pretty well. So there wasn't any clear-cut chances, and apart from the one shot Aguero had, De Gea had to save, and of course the shot they had on target where they did score from. But we did take this one, as you can see, 10 shots, 5 on target. They have 5-3 on target. Close in possession, we have 50% shot accuracy, and our passing was at 85. Theirs were 86. And of course, the shot accuracy was at 62 as well. But as you can see, Capital One Cup champions Manchester United, we were able to beat Manchester City out, or beat a rival. Of course, that give us the bragging rights. So, of course, we'll be celebrating into the night. And we did pick up some funds, as you can see. There's 79,000 euros. And, of course, that's going to the transfer budget. And, of course, we have our next game, which is going to be in the Barclays Premier League this time. We're going to play against QPR. And, of course, guys, for QPR, you just never know. But with that said, we did make some changes. We have Lindegaard, Smalling, Ferdinand, Evans, Jones, Anderson, Cleverly, Zaha, Valencia, Nani, and Hernandez, of course, in the starting 11. So a pretty decent squad. They should definitely be able to get this win against a really decent team, as in QPR. They definitely can play some football when they want to. And I say that with the utmost respect for any team because, like I said, we don't underestimate any team. But sometimes you just don't know what you're going to get with a team like QPR. Sometimes they come out and they play very well. And they, you find it very hard to break them down. And then, how the times you have a very tough game against them where, you think it will be ridiculously hard to score and you end up scoring 5, 4, 6 goals and you're wondering what happened to QPR. But with that said, guys, we're not worried too much about them. At the moment, we want to try and make sure we continue our winning streak. We played 26, as you can see there, 51 goal difference, and of course, we're on 74 points. Chelsea's right behind us on 60. So it's going to make for a pretty interesting game. And as you can see, the second and third spot is very rough, very tight as well. Everybody's fighting for that spot. But CC, of course, with Tyra in behind, Jason Park and all that is definitely the danger for them up front. So we want to make sure we definitely watch those. But we're playing a 4-2-3-1 formation again. Hernandez up front, Valencia in behind, Zaha and Nani on the wings, Cleverly and Anderson midfield, Smalling, Ferdinand, Evans, and Jones, of course, in the back four, and Lindegaard in goal. So should be a pretty interesting game. I think we should definitely, outdo them, but we'll be looking to do it. You just never know what team you're going to get with QPR, so we definitely will take precautions and try to make sure we don't give away the ball too much and give up any goals. So with that said, guys, as you can see, we'll play the ball into space here, and of course, we're going to have Hernandez pushing forward. He's going to do a nice little chop there, back heel to heel, pass to himself there into space, and of course, take a shot out, comes off the post, and then Nani tried turning here with a quick 1-2 shot there to put on target, but that one going wide. Now, with that said, guys, we did win the ball back, as you can see here, and of course, we pass it on the wing here again for Valencia. Valencia's going to pass this one into space for Nani. Nani push himself into space and rip this one into that top corner, and nothing the keeper could do about that one in the 13th minute. What a goal that was from Nani, to be honest. He's just been on fire in this game, really. And as you can see there, put himself in the space and just rip that one into that far corner. And the keeper, I don't care how good of a keeper you are, you're just not willing to save that one with just too much power in that one. But we did try pushing forward quite a bit, especially off the counter-attack when they pushed forward, because they did kind of tighten up midfield a lot. The players did drop back a lot, and of course, we push forward here, and Valencia is fouled into the box. There's a clear penalty, and look again, Nani get fouled. That was a clear penalty as well. And look at this, they come forward. The ref didn't call for either of those penalties, but they were able to come forward and finally get a time goal into the 45th minute, right into the 9 minutes of the first half, which was really frustrating for me. I was very upset with that, especially with giving up those 2 penalties in the back. That should have been a penalty, and they didn't. But cleverly pushes forward, tried to put it into space here on the edge of the box, and they were able to finally win that one. And that was pretty much it for the first half. Very frustrating for us with those events, and of course with those 2 chances for a penalty, which we never get. And you know, it was just really, really disheartening, to be honest, because we could have got a goal and we didn't. We had 3 shots, 5 on target, and of course, you know, our passing accuracy wasn't the greatest, or shot accuracy as well wasn't either. So we wanted to try and make sure we can definitely you know, do better. And I look at that, they were able to split our defense open and tear up. I have no idea how we missed it. I was really sure that was going to be a goal. That was definitely a fault of ours there. And of course, from the corner kick, they're going to try and cross this one in, and of course we were able to head this one out. They come off one of our defenders and go wide, so they did pick up another corner, as you can see here, and they're going to try and put this one back into the box again. Of course, we want to try and defend this one again, which we did. As you can see, they were able to clear that one out pretty well. Again, we tried pushing forward, and my player was foul here. And to be that was Mike Jones, if I'm not mistaken. So we went ahead and substitute him out. We did bring in a few other players into the squad. We believe we brought in Van Persie, if I'm not mistaken, and a few more players to try and see if we can get that other goal. We definitely wanted to get our goal before the game and to continue keeping our winning streak going. We didn't want to be dropping too much points, and we know we were playing away to QPR, but that's still, with that said, still we want to get the win. And that's exactly what we did. So we started defending a lot better. We were able to win the ball here. Young picks it up. And of course, he's going to push forward. And then he chips it over the top here, as you can see. And of course, as you can see, Hernandez is going to push onto it. He's just not going to miss this one. Nice little step over there to kind of soul the keeper a little bit, I believe. And of course, was able to finally finish that one into that the close range. I guess against a near post, OP. And I was able to finally put that one into the back in the 70th minute, giving us the second goal of the game. As you can see here from the replay again, he kind of did the step over the keeper, kind of went one way, and then came back, which I think probably gave us the advantage of scoring that one. So, you know, really good job there from Hernandez. But we wanted to try and at least get a couple more goals before the whistle go to try and see if we could get another goal. But it just didn't really come off like we wanted to. And of course, a nice chance here from Hernandez. But look at the keeper there, Green, putting that one out and out for a corner kick. And, you know, to be honest, guys, nothing came from the corner kick, so we're continuing pushing forward. But did win the ball again. Of course, they were able to win it off of us pushing forward from the counter attack. And that was pretty much all she wrote for this episode, or for this gameplay, as you can see, the second game. So we did take this one, as you can see, guys, 2-1, another 2-1 victory again after beating Manchester City 2-1. We were able to come back and beat QPR in the Premier League 2-1, and that keep our winning streak going. We had it was a pretty even game, as you can see there. We did have the better position and shot accuracy, but overall it was a really close game. They had 9 shots, 4 on target. We had 8, and of course 4 on target as well. And of course, we're going to continue pushing on, guys. And of course, you know, everyone is continuing talking about the big upcoming games. Of course, with in the Barclays Premier League against Norwich, and of course, again into the FA Cup against Norwich in the final, I believe it was. And of course, Lindegaard wanted to get some more funds as well. He feel like he should be paying more since he's been playing pretty well. And we decided to go ahead and do that too as well. We did. He wanted to get one for 40K. We decided to go ahead and give him 2 years for 40K. So that should do pretty decent for him, and hopefully you will enjoy that. But with that said, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys did, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to my channel, share the videos. It does help my channel out as and growing. And again, guys, this is your boy Joe English signing out. Peace.